blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out of the hell of America. You have been living in hell, waiting to die to go to hell, waiting to die to go to heaven, while your white man lives in heaven in Hollywood. He lives in heaven in Las Vegas. He lives in heaven all over these United States of America. When you live in hell on every block, you understand? Behind these great cities is the ghetto. It's tent cities. They are cities of poverty in the midst of millionaires. You're living in the most wicked empire on the face of this earth. And we are here to set you free from this place, man. You know why? Because our king died so that you can do so. So that you can get a place of happiness. Give me Zechariah. Let me get Zechariah 14 and 12. Our king died so that you can have an opportunity to a new life, to a new place of rulership. Because the rulers we have right now, they played out. Listen, this place is so evil, man. And the worst part about it is, you don't even know it's evil. You are comfortable living in hell. Read what you got.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people.
Some of the people
that will smite all the people.
I thought God loved everybody.
Will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
See, you thought putting your hands on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was never going to get judged. You thought the slavery that you put us in, you thought you would never have to pay for it. Because you say, well, I didn't do it. My grandfather did it. My great-grandfather did it. Well, the Bible says what?
And this shall be the plague.
The what?
The plague.
See, you see these masks you walking around on with? The Lord sent the plague to give you a warning about the coming destruction. Because of what you've done to the children of Jerusalem. Read.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Let me tell you something. These scriptures that we read that scare you, that make you so terrified to read the Bible, these are the scriptures that give us peace.
Right.
These are the scriptures that give us comfort. These scriptures make us say, you know what? I see how they killing us in these streets. I see how they destroying us. I see how they putting us in jail. But the Lord said that what's going to happen to them?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
See, you look at your oppressors' military, and you think they're undefeated. You think that there's no military greater than the white man's military. You think because he has lasers and nuclear bombs and missiles, and they got hypersonic missiles and all of this going on, you think that there's no big brother that you can call that'll fight against your enemy. Well, I got something to tell you. Our King Christ has a military that is coming to destroy America. The Lord is coming with his army. And guess who his army is fighting for? They're not fighting for America. He's not fighting for Russia. He's not fighting for these other countries because they all have their own army to fight. That is why your slave master has started the Space Force. You know why he started the Space Force? Because he's fighting from somebody that's coming from space. Who could he possibly be fighting? Right. He's fighting the man that's coming out of the clouds, whose name is Jesus Christ, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew, man. Right. That's what his military is set up for, to fight against Christ. Right. And guess what? He's going to lose. Right. And in his destruction, and in him losing, his eyes will what?
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Let me tell you something. You ever seen the movie Terminator? Well, you know why the white man made Terminator? Because that's his doomsday. He knows that's what's going to happen to him. And we do too. And that's why we come out here as fools for Christ. We come out here saying things that you would never say outside of your room because we believe what the Bible says. And the Bible says you got to pay for what you've done. You got to pay for what your ancestors done. It's only right. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. So now it's time to sow what your ancestors reaped. It's time to sow what your ancestors have given you. Your ancestor left you America. And now it's time for us to take it from you.
Right.
And we're going to have the kingdom of heaven. You know why? Because we deserve it. We deserve to rule this earth, man. We deserve to be at peace. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. You live in this place and under the deception that you live under, you don't even know what you should be praying for. You pray to make America great again. You pray to rebuild it. You know what? We just need a new president. You thought Donald Trump was all the problems that was going on in this world. Read that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
For what?
For God is not the author of confusion.
The Lord said he's going to make your eyes consume away in their hole and your tongue in your mouth. And the Lord is going to bring war against Babylon. Well, how can you love God and try to make America great again? When this is the place the Lord wants to destroy. I can tell you why. Because you're confused. You're living in America being confused because this place has taught you nothing but deception. You thought that you could do whatever you want to do without a punishment. You thought the Lord was going to allow you to live your best life without him putting his hand of judgment on you. Well, let me tell you something. The Lord is coming with an axe, with nukes, with bombs, with missiles, with plagues, with disease, with famine, with pestilence to destroy you for what you've done to us, man. And he's coming to destroy our brothers and sisters for their wickedness, man. You think you're going to live a sinful life and you think our Father is not going to pay you for it? He wouldn't be a good father. A good father never lets their child get away with bad things. And we have the greatest father on this earth. We have the ultimate father on this earth. And he's coming to bring judgment on the just and the wicked alike. Hold on, let me get the book of Luke real quick. Let me Isaiah 14. Isaiah chapter 14. And let me tell you something, man. Freedom is more than what you think it is because you got to work for freedom. When you think freedom like America, like Walmart. You walk in one store and you can get everything. You got the pharmacy, you got the groceries, you got clothes, you got the auto mechanics. You got just a one-stop shop. So you think that's freedom. Real freedom is sowing and reaping. Real freedom is having your own water. Real freedom is when you work for it. And that's what we are going to have to do to get our kingdom. To really be free from America, we're going to have to work for it. So what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to put down drugs. You're going to have to stop being a homosexual. You're going to have to stop killing your brothers and sisters, man. You're going to have to work, and it's hard to work. Some days you don't want to get up for work, but you know you have to. Start at give me verse 9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Let me tell you something. The rulers of this earth right now, they living at the top. And we are the ones living in hell. Well, the Bible said hell is going to move from beneath you as you fall, Mr. White Man. And we are going to rise as you fall. That's called revolution. That's what's happening. You are looking, the revolution is being televised. And you look at it every weekend and you don't even know what you're looking at. You say, look at these fools, and these fools are going to be your masters. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirs up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
All the kings of the nations are going to stand up to fight against Christ and his angels when they come back. And they're all going to fall. They're all going to fall into the pit of worms. And they're going to feed the worms. Keep reading.
Verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
That's what you blacks and Hispanics gonna say. Blacks and Hispanics are gonna look at how white people fall and say, dang, are they poor like we were poor? Are they at the bottom like we were at the bottom? Is that a white man in a tent like I was in a tent? Are they the ones out here on opioids like we were on crack? What is happening? They're starting to look like niggas. They starting to look like black people because that is the condition our oppressor made, and now he's going to live in it. He's going to live in the condition that he built for us. The scriptures say, if you dig a pit, you shall fall in it. You're going to fall in the trap that you set for us. You set the crack trap, and the Lord caught you with the opioid epidemic. You understand? That can be Luke 4. Luke chapter 4, and I'm going to go to verse 18. Read that. And let me tell you something, man. This is the thing that's going to make blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans say, I would rather get this than die. You understand? We've experienced death, but we've never experienced life.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
To preach the gospel to who?
To preach the gospel to the poor.
Let me tell you something, man. White people can't stand hearing black people be liberated. White people can't stand the poor being liberated out of this hell because they spent so much time keeping you in it. Well, we had a spirit of Christ on us, and he said what?
Because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He have sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised.
To do what?
To set at liberty them that are bruised.
We are sent out here to set the captives free.
No cowards in our camp, while let their colors fly.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you and your
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we talk that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of war.
Y'all see this?
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel room. You know what I mean? Yeah. This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the greatest. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck, you can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud, straight up out the